Hi guys, Steph here, and a happy new year to all you people out there. Now, what we got for you today? Well, again, I've mentioned it before, people ask me, oh, how can I buy your pens? And I've said it before, nice and simple. If you see anything of interest, get in touch. As an example, over the festive period, a gentleman got in touch with me and just simply asked the question. He said, Stefan, have you got any Montblanc pens? Now, I do have still two, well, I'd still have two of the Montblanc Noblesse pens that you saw recently in a pen haul video, but I thought I sort of remembered that I had another one somewhere, so I took a rummage through the stock and I found a pen, a Montblanc pen, going all the way back to it was about a year ago, a pen haul that I did literally about a year ago, and here it is. There you go. So as you can see, a lovely pen as it is, and it's been, well, it's been used, but just needs a little bit of TLC. And after that TLC, here's the pen in question. So the gentleman inquired, I mentioned to him, I've got two Noblesse pens and I've also got this pen. I showed him basically the clip that you've just seen, if you like. Get my head together today. He saw it and said, yes, I'll have that. So basically what I did, you can see it comes in an outer case. I just serviced the pen, cleaned everything, gave it a nice polish, just had some micro scratches which we got rid of. It's in lovely condition. As you can see, comes with the original service guide and it's stamped there. Bentols KOT, which is, I believe, Kingston on Thames. And here's the case inside. Now, the only problem being, if anything, is this little bit of sort of damage or whatever it is on the case here. But apart from that, there you go. There's the pen in question. Comes in the original Montblanc case. Let's take the pen out and let's show you the pen in question. So look at this beautiful, beautiful pen. So what we've got for you, let's go straight to the cap band and you'll see it says Montblanc Meisterstuck. Around the cap band, you'll also notice somewhere difficult to see over the camera, but it also has the word Pix. Okay, so it's a Montblanc Meisterstuck. It's got the Pix there. The Pix, incidentally, I believe is sort of a security logo that Montblanc did. They also put the word Pix underneath the clip. I'm not sure if this one's, yeah, I think this one's got it. You can see there. Okay, so I use a little bit of a security logo that Montblanc introduced. Now, what model is it? What we've got, as I said, a Montblanc Meisterstuck. This is the Classique 145. Now, recently, I showed you the Montblanc 144 that looks very similar, and what I'll do, I'll leave you a link to the top there at the end of the video. You can go and have a look at that as well. But this one, the 145, is it's a slightly bigger pen, in that this one from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel is 140 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's a nice 12 millimeters in diameter. As you can see, it's got this little band to the bottom here. It's got the very recognizable Montblanc clip there, as you can see. To the very top, to the clip there, it has the word Germany, and to the right it's got the serial number as well. And then to the very top, as we all know, we've got the logo to the top of the cap. So a lovely, lovely pen. And as you can see now, in very nice condition indeed. Well, looking like new now. Now, as I said, I showed you the 144. Slightly different, as we just mentioned. This one's slightly bigger. This one is also a cartridge converter fountain pen, as opposed to its big brothers, the 146 and the 149 being piston-filled fountain pens. The other difference with this one and the 144, this one is a screw-on cap, as you can see there. So let's give you some of the customary views around the pen. As I said, it was just a little, it was used when I received it. I've cleaned everything internally, the feed, the nib, etc. And yeah, it's in lovely condition now, as you can see. So we've got the thread there, as we've just mentioned. We've got this little band just above the threads, and then we've got the section, which is quite long and tapered, running towards the nib. So let's do a little bit of a close-up on the nib. Okay, so there you have it. You've got the Montblanc nib with the 4810, the Montblanc logo to the bottom, 14 karat Montblanc, and then to the very bottom, 585. And this one, as you can see, it's a two-tone nib with the what they term as a rhodium sort of coating to the centre. So it's sort of gold to the outside and silver inside. So it's the rhodium coated two-tone nib. There's a sideways view. There's the feed underneath. So now, as you can see, we've got the later feed to this particular pen. Okay, and the interesting thing about this pen, which I never noticed, but if you look at the tipping, it looks like a fine, well, the tip looks to be fine, but if we do it a sideways view, it looks sort of quite wide, and I've got a feeling this may be a architect nib. What we'll do a dip test in a moment, but yeah, it's rather a fine nib, or by looking at that, it may actually be a architect nib, but we'll see in a moment. Okay, so there's a lovely close-up of this lovely nib. So there we have it. So that's the nib for you. Now let's unscrew the barrel, and what we've got inside here is, there you go, you can see there it says Montblanc. We've got the Montblanc ink converter, and the nice thing about this converter, I wish most pen manufacturers would actually do it. Well, I know Cross actually do it, but oh, don't know what happened there. I think I unscrewed the wrong part. Let's pop that back on. There we go, and there we have it. So what we've got is actually a screw-in converter, which is a lovely touch. Not only that, but if you look inside there, we've got this little spring, which I assume is to agitate the ink inside the converter. So they've took a lot of thought, if you like, just with the converter alone. So we've got a lovely screw-in converter, and as I say, I wish most manufacturers would supply these screw-in converters. I personally quite like them. I think they're more secure. So let's put the barrel back on for you. Now, because this pen, as I say, has now been purchased by this particular person and it'll be going across the pond to a new home, I'm not going to fill the pen because everything internally is lovely and clean. But it'd be interesting to see if it's a fine nib or if it's got a little variation. So let's dip it in the ink to the side here and let's see how it writes. So what we've got is a Montblanc, and as I say, this is the Meisterstuck. It's the 145 model, and as we've mentioned, made in Germany, and this particular one we can date to August 2005, as we saw in the service manual. It's writing very nicely indeed, which, okay, you'd expect from a luxury brand pen. But let's just see, sort of on the downward stroke. Yeah, we're getting quite a fine line. And on the... does it make any difference? Well, I would say a tad. Just a tad different. I thought it may have been an architect nib. If it is, it's not making a great deal of difference, as you can see there. So we're just going to say it's maybe not even a fine nib. It's looking to be more of a medium nib. So there we go. We don't know until we try it. But either way, writing very nicely indeed. So what we'll do, we'll clean that nib after the video, get it packaged and get it sent across the pond. There we have it. Montblanc Meisterstuck Classique 145 in stunning condition. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment below, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe as well. But for now, Slavo Kriini from me and this handsome pen. Bye-bye for now.